Hi, I'm Connie, and welcome to the seventh day of the 14-day Valentine's Challenge. Today, we're looking at how the different personality styles handle their stress. Everyone handles their stress differently. Some are direct and they tell you just like it is. It might hurt your feelings. And some people are so indirect that you will never know anything is bothering them because they won't tell you. All right, I want you to think about the awesome show called Friends. You know, there's so many different characters on there. That is a great show actually to watch and analyze each one of the different characters and how they act and how they react. Because remember that everyone thinks, acts, and responds differently. Today we're looking at Chandler. And the reason is Chandler is one of your iconic figures that is sarcastic whenever they get stressed. He is sarcastic when he's stressed. He's an easygoing character, easy to get along with. Everybody likes him. But when he starts to get stressed, he is either using sarcasm with humor. Many people do that. There's a little sarcasm with humor. So sometimes when somebody is humorous but sarcastic, you need to listen a little carefully because it just might be telling you something. But sometimes sarcasm can get us in trouble. Now, I happen to know this firsthand because that is my way of handling stress. And until I studied all this, I didn't realize it. So, what happens is I'm easygoing, people oriented, love to be around a lot of people. But if somebody starts to push me and they start to push my buttons, then since I'm really not direct and I'm not going to say, hey, back off, I start to get sarcastic. Now, there are a few instances in my life when I felt backed in a corner and my sarcasm got me in trouble. Yes, it did. It got me in trouble. So sometimes sarcasm hurts other people's feelings, or sometimes they just get mad and irritated with you. And that's usually what happened to me. I usually wasn't hurting someone's feelings, but they got angry with me. So, when you put it out there, you can't exactly take it back. So here's the thing. If you begin to understand how we are all different, and that when people are direct, sometimes they give you their opinion, they tell you straight up how it is, but guess what? It's just their opinion. It doesn't always mean they're right or what they say is true. It just means that's how they are feeling at that moment. So you always know what they're thinking. So if someone's direct, you always know what they're thinking. But here's the thing. If you're married to a person or you are the person who's so totally indirect, no one ever really gets it. Sometimes you may explain something or think you told somebody something, but you beat around the bush in such a way they didn't get it. They don't know that that's bothering you, and you have to be a little more straightforward and tell them that it's bothering you because they might not get it. You're like, I told them. I let them know it's bothering me, and they're still doing it. No. If you're indirect, you have a tendency to not really say it say it straightforward enough for that other person to get it. So here's the thing. When we study these things, we start to understand these things about each other. It helps us get along better in our marriage because sarcasm does not work. Your gift today is shower your spouse with confidence. Now, this is aimed towards women for husbands, but let me tell you, it goes either way. Because when we can learn to be confident and feel good about ourselves, then we can accept however our spouse is a little bit better. So this is really about you. How to shower your spouse with confidence and love. And you can find that at conniescleverconcepts.com, conniescleverconcepts.com. And then your challenge today is to stop and think about this and evaluate. Are you direct or indirect? And is your spouse direct? And how does that affect the two of you? So that is your challenge today.